Well, we're back right here in the studio, and we have a phone call right now with Mr. Hamza Taqi, who is a Master Performance Consultant. Good evening, Mr. Hamza.
Good evening, Mr. Tara. Good to be with you.
Thank you very much. Nice for you to join us this evening, and tell us about this last course that you gave on customer service and gaining the customer's trust after the COVID-19 pandemic, please.
Okay. Well, you know, most organizations now are in a survival mode.
Yes.
So nobody is really, the focus is on keeping their existing customer base. But we looked at it in a different way, and this program is gaining or acquiring new customers through our existing customers by providing exquisite service. You know, focusing on the internal customers, which is the employees, the staff of the organization, looking at the policies and the procedure and enhancing them, simplifying the process. So the existing customer becomes advocates, and they will talk to their friends and loved ones and bring a new customer for the organization or the service provider.
So tell us the main purpose behind having this course, please.
Well, this is a course that really teaches. For me personally, it taught me how I become socially intelligent.
Okay.
Or you know, how to deal with people, because when you are put in a customer service position, you are dealing with different type of people, and you need to be aware and present to service them, so they become advocates. So we give, you know, we talk about customer expectations over time. Of course, we all agree that, you know, customer expectations always, you know, on the rise. You know, you're dealing with an organization for 5 years, you're expecting more. You're never expecting less. So that requires from service providers to really put an effort to develop their services and their products and the way they deliver those products and services to exceed the customer expectations. And that's how we reach the customer delight. And, you know, we're all customers, and we've been, you know, we're aware of what good customer look like. But really, we only deal with organizations that, you know, at the minimum meet our expectations. But now, in this situation, we need really to put an effort to exceed customer expectations. And we give tools and examples that, you know, the audience can take and adapt to their business level and take these, you know, tactics and tools and apply them in their businesses.
So who were the participants who took part in this course, please?
Well, since, you know, we're always we're doing our programs mainly now virtual.
Yes.
And because this program is in Arabic, so they're like from all over the Middle East.
Okay.
We had people even from Germany, but Arabic speaking. We have people from Turkey, but Arabic speaking. So we have people from Senegal. We had people from all over, Saudi, Kuwait.
That's amazing.
Bahrain.
That's great.
It is, and that's, you know, we see, you know, there is an opportunity to expand to, you know, more geographical area with so there were students, there were university, you know, professors from all walk of town, different people, and they were very interested, and they were, you know, asking questions and giving their.
So it was very interactive.
Yes, although it's through Zoom, you know, through, you know, the virtual
sure.
Wi-Fi, yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. And in your opinion, please, Mr. Hamza, how badly do you feel that people in different sectors got affected due to COVID-19, the pandemic? It's been difficult on so many people.
It's a global. It's globally. It's for on everybody at all levels.
Yes.
But some sectors are hit harder than others. These are the people who, for example, they go for daily work, These guys are not getting jobs. They're not getting, the way it used to be with the quarantine, with the what's going on with the social distancing and the practicing of all the health, advices. There are, like, I believe, telecom and banking, they are keeping their existing customer. The cash flow is coming. We are using their services, whether we are in quarantine or, of course, the travel industry, the hotels, the tourism industry, travel and entertainment in general. That was the worst that was hit in this global epidemic.
Yeah, we hope that things eventually will get better as this new year progresses and so forth. And back to the course now, how do you feel that the people, they benefited, they learned from the course? What was the feedback that you got?
Well, they really, first of all, enjoyed it. And when we talked about, like, the type of customers, nobody thought that we would use an internal customer and external customer. And in the internal customers are our colleagues, the employees, the other departments, how they work as team, how they cooperate. We talk about body language, how you are as a service provider, how you communicate, using your body, using your tonality, the eye contact and all these, tools. We talk about how we manage the customer expectations, or how can we exceed it by, doing certain tools and strategies. Dealing with difficult people. They learned the 3 steps of dealing with difficult people, and the main one was, like, for them, and the feedback we got is how to use the service when it's down, and how you recover with bouncing back, with making the customer more loyal, because the customer had a problem and he had complaint, and how you treat this problem and complaint, and how you own it and take care of it, and bounce back with better service recovery. So you shock the customer, you surprise them, and they become mainly, don't think only of your brand when it comes to the services that you are providing.
Do you think that these courses are important and effective in overcoming the losses that took place due to COVID-19?
Well, Mr. Tariq, I don't know about the losses or overcoming the losses, but I am positive that these kind of programs will increase employees' engagement and loyalty for the organization. This increase of engagement and loyalty for organizations, once they refresh their memories and why they are there to serve the customer, even government, sometimes we have, a government entity that the name, it has, national service or servicing the nationals. Even the employees themselves who are put on the counter, who are serving the people, they don't feel, or they don't have the service mindset. They don't have the etiquette on how to deal with people. They think that, this is, I'm doing a favor. No, you're not doing a favor. You are really, helping others. You're servicing them. And this is, in our religion, it's part of, one of the good things that when we help others, when we make them smile. So all these reflect to the existing customers, and that's how you become profitable, because your existing customers will be an advocate. They will talk about their experience, their good experiences. Of course, if it's negative experience, it works the other way around, and they will talk to more people if it's negative. So we talk about, how to make the experience for the customer more positive, even if he is complaining, and how you turn this around. And that, of course, will affect the relationship between the existing customers and the internal customers. And then the existing customers will go out and talk to their relatives, their loved ones, their friends, and they will become customers. That's how you increase the business. And I believe that's the only way during this. And there are, I call it the wake-up call, the huge wake-up call for everybody, for individuals, for organizations, for even nations. to look internally and fix internal processes and go inward, you know, to be ready for whatever comes. We don't know, really. We don't know what's coming. But with the vaccination, you know, although they are very slow, they have fewer vaccinations. But hopefully, you know, we're getting there. You know, we pray that, you know.
Inshallah, that's what we hope for. Things get better in this new year as the year goes along. And we'd like to thank you so much, Mr. Hamza, for being our guest this evening on the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, my friends. Always my pleasure.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
An honor.
Pleasure having you. Thank you. We'd like to thank Mr. Hamza Taqi, Master Performance Consultant, for his time with us this evening right here on Hello Kuwait. Right now, we'd like to move on to another one of our great reports and take a look at the